Alright, so I promised you guys the Q&A video, I guess. First one. And asked you guys to post questions via Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I think cumulatively between all of those like avenues and stuff, there's been like well over like 200, 250 questions. So I kind of just pulled the best ones that I thought would benefit just everybody in general, because I started to see like a lot of the same questions being asked over and over. So yeah, let's just get into it real quick. Okay, so first off, the question that I've seen like not only just through this Q&A, but a lot of the times in the comments is asking, am I ever going to do a sneaker collection video? And I've actually answered this question before in another video. The reason why I don't do a sneaker collection video is because I feel like a lot of the time those videos are designed for people to kind of show off their collection and just quote unquote flex. And if you guys have been watching for quite a while, like I'm not about that kind of stuff. Like I don't care to show off per se what I have and like what I collect and stuff. So that's why I choose not to go down that avenue. Yeah, for the most part you guys can see in the background and stuff what majority of my collection entails. I do have a rotation that sits on the floor and stuff as well, but ultimately I choose not to do a sneaker video just because of that concept. So if you guys are looking for a sneaker collection video, it won't be happening anytime soon. If there's a lot of demand for it and you guys really want to see it, then maybe I'll consider it, but so far I'm kind of just content not going down that route. Okay, so thank you for the question. Let's see. Pierce Olynyk asks, did you or do you play any video games? So I've seen this a couple times as well. I do own a PS4. I can put my gamer tag right here. I don't play as much anymore, typically usually like late at night after I'm done with work and doing all this video editing and stuff. But I do like play Overwatch and stuff sometimes. I used to be really into video games and stuff when I had a lot more free time, but since starting up a full-time job and doing this YouTube stuff, there really hasn't been much time to do that. But you guys can feel free to add me if you guys do have a PS4. Just hit me up with a message so I know you guys saw it from YouTube and I'll add you. Xcoa asks, do you actually live in Hawaii? Okay, next question. Okay, our friend from, it looks like YouTube as well, Michael Purnell asks, why did you get your tattoos and what do they represent? P.S. Love your videos. So I always wanted to answer this question. I'm not going to do it in this video just because I want to create its own video to go over that, because I have seen you guys ask a lot about the tattoos and stuff. And if you guys haven't seen, I just posted like a rose time lapse I've done and it's right here. It's still healing. That's why it's all red and stuff. But there are specific reasons why I got these tattoos, and I can go over it in a different video. Want to save time and not go over it now. But thank you for asking, Michael. Appreciate it. So our friend Brandon Hernandez, I see this guy in the comments all the time, says, dope video. My question is, what's your favorite Jordan 1 colorway? I would have to say the Breads. The Breads, just because it's iconic. Like, this is what you think of when you think of a Jordan 1, is the Breads. And I mean, in terms of what it can match with, it can match with pretty much any streetwear that you're gonna wear. Even though it's like that red color, because most of it is, majority of it is black and white, you can pretty much match it with anything. Jeans, all those kinds of denim looks, streetwear. So yeah, iconic and just relatively functional. So that'd be my favorite Jordan 1. Thank you for the question. Okay, so Ryan Miranda asks, what's your favorite part about Hawaii and what is your favorite island and why? Favorite part about Hawaii, it's summer pretty much year round. Favorite island would have to be Kauai, because that's where I grew up. And in terms of like scenery and stuff, it's probably the most beautiful island. You guys can look it up. It's really nice. So definitely encourage you guys to visit Kauai at least once in your life. Alright, so I'm not even gonna list all the names of the people that asked this question, but one of the most, or not, if not the most popular question that I'm getting is, what is your other job and what is your like main source of income to buy these beater boxes? So I've said it in the comments like a lot of times, is that my other job is I'm a counselor. I don't want to go in depth on what type of counselor just because I work for a private company and I just don't want to mix that life with my YouTube life. But I do work as a counselor, and we help in the realm of people with disabilities. So that's my day job. I do that from like 8 to 4 every single day. and I love it. It's good. YouTube is definitely not my main source of income. It's not any source of income, to be honest. It's just something that I do for fun. So yeah. And in terms of do I use that money and stuff to pay for beater boxes, the answer is no. Everybody always asks this question as well, and what I always say is that I use fluid income to pay for more beater boxes. So what that means is all of the beater boxes that I buy, they're bought to make profit. So if I spend $1,000 on a box and I get $300 profit, so $1,300 total, I reinvest not only that $1,000 into buying another box, but also that $300 profit. So that way I can get a $1,300 box by spending $0 of my own money. In terms of how I started off with like $2,000 and just kept buying boxes from there. And just through growth, I can pretty much sustain buying more beater boxes without spending any of my own income. So it's self-sustained. I like it. Hunter, or at T-Twin, something like that, asks, how does living in Hawaii make being a sneaker YouTuber slash distributor harder? Do you reap more benefits than less from it? Great question, Hunter. It's a lot harder to be a distributor or seller in Hawaii, obviously just because of shipping fees and stuff. Like, I feel really bad because I have to kind of set the shipping fees higher than it would be like if you guys sold to each other in the mainland, or continental US as you guys call it. But from Hawaii to the US, it's actually like $25. I charge it at $18 on my site just because I don't want you guys to eat too much of that cost. But yeah, that's one of the challenges, is that pricing is difficult because once you calculate like the shipping and stuff, it gets really expensive. In terms of making a YouTube though, I feel like it's good just because there's a lot of content that some people can't see otherwise, you know? Like, once I start doing more of the vlogs and stuff, when I have time, you guys get to start to see a lot more of the islands and the greenery, and I mean, in that sense, the YouTube part is good to be in Hawaii. So, thank you for the question. Jack, or at the Asian Plug, asks, will you grow out of your sneaker collection? I'm not sure if that's meant literally, as in my feet will be growing out of the collection, or if I will be growing out of the collection, like just don't want it. I think everybody at some certain point in time will say, okay, I think it's time to like let go of these sneakers. And there was a big trend in YouTube recently where all the major YouTubers were selling off their collections and stuff. And it's for the same reason, like as you grow older and your priorities change, like you have a family, you have kids, you really don't need all of these like $200 sneakers and stuff to, I don't know, just be a part of your life. So in that sense, yeah, I'll probably trim it down eventually to like 5 to 10 pairs, not having like 20 plus or whatever in my house. But I don't think that sneakers for me will ever go like away completely, especially since how the YouTube's been and how you guys have all been. So thank you for your question. Okay, so my friend Mamba Drizzy, or Andrew S. from Twitter, asks, who is your favorite Nike and Adidas athlete? You can only pick one per brand. Ugh. Well, I mean, for Nike, obviously I would have to say Jordan, just because without Michael Jordan, there would be no sneaker culture in general. So in terms of that, yeah, he's definitely up there. He's not my favorite player per se, I'll get into that later, but he is definitely, when I think of Nike, he's the person that I think of. In terms of Adidas, I really liked Derrick Rose when he was playing well, and it's really unfortunate that he would have all of those injuries and stuff, but I would say he's my favorite athlete otherwise, just because I thought there was a lot of potential in him, being like the youngest MVP ever. And yeah, he was like a beast on the court, so that would be my Adidas athlete. Okay, so Brandon _ GOAT20 asks, what keeps you going to make YouTube videos? Quick answer, all of you guys. Positive feedback, positive vibes. It's the only reason why I keep going. Thank you guys. Okay, so I've seen this question a lot, but specifically I pulled this one. Chance _ Hunter03 asks, what is your favorite sneaker in your collection? Tiffany Dunk Lows, SBs. Reason being is that what got me into sneakers and stuff was Nike SBs. I thought that it was crazy when I found out how much Tiffany Dunks resell for. I told myself like I would never spend $400, $500, $600 on a sneaker before, because I thought that was like the most crazy thing I've ever heard of. But after dabbling in the market and understanding sneaker culture a little bit better, I kind of understand where this resell comes from, and this really like kind of got my mind thinking on resale and just sneakers in general. So probably my most favorite sneaker in the collection. Okay, so Merch for Insta asks, do you think the YouTube sneaker community is falling off because it seems to me there isn't a whole lot of creativity anymore? Answer, yes. I think that YouTube sneaker community, and by that I mean like all of the big time guys like Crew Kicks, Bullet RC, Tony D, all those guys. I swear it's just going to the mall vlogs, picking up a sneaker review, and occasional sneaker con stuff, and that's it. Like, what made Crew Kicks really cool back in the day is that he made like a lot of skits about sneakers, like just, you know, like those hypebeast skits or whatever, like those sneakerhead videos. But that was pretty cool. Like, it was creative. It put a good emphasis on what sneakers are, and I think that's why he kind of blew up. Beyond that, like, I don't want to see the same video every week of somebody going to the mall buying a shoe and then coming home and talking about the shoe. Like, it is what it is, and that's what's nice about the beater boxes, is that every video is different in the sense that the boxes always change. So that's why this market right here is really good and why it works so well for me and a couple other YouTubers that do these beater boxes, because it changes every time. The highest liked comment on YouTube was asking, do you have a GF or a wife? Like if you wanted, the guy asked, Gerardo Alaman. And then also on Twitter, my good friend Kristen actually posted here as well. You can find her at right here. Asks, can you feature your girlfriend Mari? And she wants a GF tag because she's like really close friends with Mari. So Mari, can you come in real quick? No. Okay, well she's somewhere in the back over there. She doesn't want to be featured, which is why you don't see her on too many videos unless we're like vlogging and stuff. But yeah, that Asian chick that's in the background and stuff sometimes is my girlfriend. So there it is. Sorry. You guys didn't know, I guess, but now you know. So there. Good question. So what's funny is that on my Instagram, there's two people that commented back to back together. So this guy Jason Romeo, who is like my best friend, he's super chill and he's being stupid with this question, but he's asking, why are you an Orlando Magic fan? And then this guy underneath him, King_James41, asks, what is your favorite basketball team and who is your favorite basketball player in the NBA? So I am not an Orlando Magic fan, Jay, trying to make me look bad. I am not an Orlando Magic fan. I am a fan of JJ Redick. I love JJ Redick. I love like his game on the court. He's really like, he has one of the sweetest strokes in basketball. Like, just really good shooter. Also killed it at Duke. Just really cool guy. Also with that, he's like a really strong Christian and just a good person in general. So definitely like follow him. JJ Redick is a man. He plays for the Clippers right now. So that is currently my favorite basketball team. I used to be an Orlando Magic fan because he was a Magic back in the day when Dwight Howard was there. And then I was actually a Bucks fan for a little bit because he did play for the Bucks a little bit, and that was the worst. Like, I never wanted to go back there. But currently I'm a Clippers fan just because of that, so I follow JJ wherever he goes. I don't really have a specific basketball team that I like a lot. But yeah, Clippers are cool for now. Thankfully he's on a team where there's actually like superstars and like playoff potential for now. So yeah, thanks Jay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I've just been recording and reading off the questions that I liked. So I'm going to just cut it here for now. If your question wasn't answered, doesn't mean that it's not important to me or anything like that. If this video like does well and you guys really like these Q&A segments, just kind of getting to know me and Hawaii a little bit better, then by all means we can do it again later. I thought this was pretty fun. You guys asked some really good questions, and I hope I had some good answers or answers that you guys were looking for, because I don't know, I thought this was really funny to read. I don't know, it was just funny. So anyway, yeah, we'll do another Q&A soon. Thank you guys for asking the questions that you guys did ask. Really appreciate it, and just look out for the next Q&A video. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Untied Away here. Aloha. I'll see you guys.